Hello, welcome back to another video. It's a Sunday morning, it's just after 11:30. It seems an appropriate time to demonstrate and chat through this Swan Deluxe Teasmade. It's the 865 version released in 1982. Although it is very similar to those models that were also released kind of from the mid-70s. So you've got a really retro vintage item here, and it's still perfectly usable in this day and age. It's just a really fun thing to use. It's novel if you like that kind of era, or you just want a little bit of extra ceremony for your tea. I just think it's a really cool item. All been fully cleaned up, all been tested. So I'll give you an overview of like what's on here, and then maybe we can fire it up and do a bit of a demonstration as well. So it's a fairly, if I show you the size, it's kind of a countertop size. That's like your kind of your unit. It's fairly compact, bearing in mind it's got a kettle and a teapot built into it at the same time. This section up at the top is a light, which I'll show you in a second. As I mentioned, you've got your kettle and your teapot, which we'll look at shortly. Your clock, your alarm setting, and then a number of settings or options down here. So right now, when you press this one here, we're in the clock only option. Then if we hit this one, we get the light. Now the flicker isn't apparent in the in everyday viewing, it's just the frame rate on the camera. We have our tea now button, which will tell it I want you to start brewing. And then we have the auto button, which uses the alarm, and what it starts doing is it starts brewing around 10-12 minutes before you want your cup of tea, and it starts the whole process going on there. So the way in which that would work is you would use this dial here, and just rotating down you can see this alarm hand moves, and you're just going to put it wherever you want. So that would kind of do, it would wait until it came round, and that would do it at say 9 o'clock this evening, wouldn't it? Or if we went all the way around to the top, let's say up to 12, it would do it at 12 o'clock. You get the idea. And then we have our light up here. So as I've already shown you there. Now to change the light bulbs if needed, just get something thin like a knife, and you just put it down the hole and push that way. Just releases a small kind of metal hinge there, and as you can see inside, there's two small kind of bayonet fit bulbs that go inside there to illuminate it. Now one thing to notice, there's a plus minus here, which should be for the volume of the alarm. You would turn this here and it would make the bzzz noise louder or quieter. It was missing, and I've had a look inside and I can't find any evidence of where that mechanism would be or go to. So it's just kind of at the setting it is now. It doesn't really impact anything, but just pointing that out and showing you how you get inside to change the bulb should you need to. Now there's a few other nice things. So the way in which it works is, this is our kettle portion. So if I bring this around here, the kettle is attached to an electrical connection, so you pull fairly firmly just away like that, and what you can see inside is a combination of an electrical connection. This is kind of a scales, so when it empties, it becomes lighter and it releases, and obviously when it's heavy it clicks down onto the micro switch to let the system know there's actually water inside here, so it doesn't brew. It's a bit of a safety mechanism. So then you have, that's the part that goes into the electrical connection. You unscrew here and you've got your filaments just like a normal kettle in there. So we'll fill this with water, and as you can see, when you then put it in, the spout then sits in the spout of the empty teapot. So the empty teapot sits on this side, with the kettle spout going into here, and it also has a micro switch which is down here, which operates the light. So basically it's off when it's on, so the light is off when it's on here, and then when you kind of remove it, the light comes on. You just have to kind of get used to when the lights come on and off. And there's little things like when you're in the auto mode, if you then were to select light, it kind of overrides there, so you kind of just get one setting at a time. So shall we have a little look at it? So what I'll do is I'll pop this in now. So I've just kind of half filled it, although I think generally it prefers to be all the way up to the fill line, but purely for the scales. But I've half filled it, and then what I would do now is place it onto this part here and just push it in until it's connected. And the light will only come on when that's done, because it kind of does a so even though I had the light down, it has to complete the circuit. So that's in, and then on the other side we would put in a tea bag. I mean, I can do it, it's only a tea bag, isn't it? Put in a tea bag. Right, so this would be us all ready to go. We could have the light on if it was dark and we were setting it up maybe the night before. You could then set your alarm, but in this instance we'll just say tea now. Now straight away that's now telling the kettle I would like the cup of tea. We're just overriding the alarm feature. And then what I'll do is I'll do a bit of a time lapse or a cut in the video and show you when it's boiling away and demonstrate it going into there. So at this point it's probably going to take, I've half filled it, I'm expecting maybe 5 or so minutes for it to start boiling. So here we are, it's been around 6 minutes, and what you can see is the kettle is now boiling away, but the design is that it's designed to boil, come up the spout, go across the spout, and then come down into here. So if we open here, you can see it's coming out of that spout into this side here, filling up the pot. So that's now filling, going up the tube, across the tube, and then spitting into here and then filling this pot up. So what we're now waiting for is at some point enough of the water will have moved across from the kettle into the pot, and at that point it will trip the scales and we'll get a buzz to say that it's finished, and that will be us with the pot full. So we'll do that. Now whilst that's finishing brewing, just to highlight, I've given this a really good clean. It needed a lot of work to get it to where it's at now. There might be the odd spot of dust and dirt that you might catch when you get it and you just need a little bit of a wipe down the knuckle or cranny. You might have just not seen at the time, but it's in really good condition. You know, all the enamel's good, all that kind of stuff. All you've really just got is a bit of light discoloration to some of this section here. Now here we can see that the bzzz has come in, and that's indicating that that this is empty, so it's going to stop the brewing. You can't brew anymore now, so it's turned off the element now. The light has come on to say that we've finished brewing. I'm going to cancel that, so we just say, okay, thanks very much, turn the alarm off, and then sometimes, depending on what setting you've got it on, it will give us either the light or not. I can't remember, I think it might be an auto mode, but anyway, so that's illuminated. Here's our pot of tea, and then if I get a mug, you can see nice pot of tea. So really fun item. In summary, it was the 865 model, produced in 1982, fully restored, cleaned up, some mild discoloration here and there, but nothing that really detracts. Fully working. I've demonstrated all these bits and bobs, but just a great fun item. If you like the video and the demonstration, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It really helps me grow the channel. Got my eye on 1,000 subscribers, which would mean a lot to me. And if you want to buy this or any similar kind of items, don't forget, check out my eBay store. The link is in the description. Until the next one, all the best, take care, and see ya.